Here's my 1972 750 Honda, and you can see we just hung the engine in it just recently, and the engine looks pretty doggone good. And I'm trying to put a 1978 oil tank on this machine here, and this is a 1972 frame, so it doesn't fit right, so I'm gonna have to pull it off. But look at these are super nice, and that's why I wanted to put them on here. The hoses look like they're brand new. Everything is in such good condition. Next, I have to put the points in, and I have to make sure. See how that works there? See how that works? This thing goes up. As it goes faster and starts spinning, there's a centrifugal advance, and there's a camshaft that I have my hand on right now. But anyway, that's for people who don't know about motorcycles that much. So I ported, the complete head is ported. It's got an 836 kit in the bottom here. So I'm going to see what happens. I have to get a cover for my oil galley. It was completely clogged up. It wasn't clogged, but it had a lot of pieces of hard carbons inside the oil galley. And that's just bad news. You can't see it in this picture, but it's real bad news because that goes right up to your engine, right up to your cam. And there's oil pressure feed jets that regulate the amount of pressure inside here to the cam, and it causes the cam to seize. All of a sudden you have a seized cam. And that's been a big problem with the 750s, because any kind of junk comes up from the lower end, hey, you all of a sudden have oil starvation in the cams. And that's why you always want to run synthetic oil. Run the best oil you can. Look at this, it looks pretty nice for a nice old 750 Honda. Here's the front fender. Now this is what happens when somebody has their shocks go bad. And the shocks right inside here, the seals go bad and all the oil comes out, and pow, this here hits something on the exhaust system. The front brakes need to be taken apart. All these lines could be cleaned up really nice with steel wool and make it really shiny. And look at this. This needs to be replaced. This brake line. Look how that sticks out. This originally had a 6-inch extended fork. Here's other dings. Here's the old speedometer and tach. Now they both have this chrome on it, but the chrome has little tiny rust pits. It's really bad news. But I'm going to leave these. I was going to put brand new ones on, I'm not sure. But I'm thinking about leaving these just because that's the way I bought it. This guy Craig, he's the guy who sold it to me for $100 years ago. And I put a lot of miles on this bike. But some stuff is historical, and I think this here, we might just leave this on here. I started looking at this battery box area, and look at how rusty it is. Everything's rusty and dirty. I'm going to have to take the whole battery box out and clean every bit of it and repaint it. All this needs cleaned. All these connectors, look at this cap. This is on a 1972. Maybe I can find one on another bike. I want to make this bike real nice. So I'm going to clean all this, pull this off, clean the connectors. All these connectors need to be totally cleaned. Look at the color of that. It's really corrosion on there, so we need to polish that up just like brand new. Same thing of all the connectors on the regulator. They all need cleaned. Here's the fuse box. The rubber hook is broken up here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that at this time. All these connectors need cleaned. Look at this. It has paint on it where I painted something in years back. All this needs cleaned. The grounds on the ignition need to be cleaned. All these wires up by the ignition system need to be totally cleaned. These cables are old. I'm just going to replace them because a broken cable is bad news. And this here, I'm just going to get rid of all these old cables. And that's all there is to it.